friends, MD Vegan. I had a craving. I wanted to have a huge pile of berries. Yeah, out of a sudden, I don't know, sometimes I just want to have something. And well, I have these frozen berries in the freezer. They're very inexpensive, always available, and well, easy to make, quick and easy. I just put some into the bowl here, and just an hour or so, 2 hours before I use them here, and then they thaw. I could also have a metal container, put them in a water bath with a lid on top. Also, is 15 minutes they are thawed, and then they have this. Especially some of them, they have these wonderful juices here that comes out of the berries. You see, this is the juice. Maybe you can see it. I don't know. The camera is different. Yeah, you see. Yeah, here you see it. There is the juice that comes out of the berries. It's cherries. I forgot to tell you. Cherries, raspberries. They have not so much juice, yeah? But the cherries have a lot. And the other were blueberries and strawberries. I show you again. Forgot to name them. Yeah, strawberries and blueberries. No, so they have also some juice, not that much, but cherries have most. It's always different. But I like that when they thaw these frozen berries, and they release the juice. What I do is I put them in a bowl and cover them with date mousse. Yeah. And then you have, this is date mousse. How to make date mousse? You can watch a video. I show you how to make it, but it's very easy. You have basically dates and a small amount of water, and you blend it for some time in a blender, so to get it creamy and like a mousse, like this. And then I put it into a refrigerator in a sealed container, and I can store it for some time. Not too long. I would say after a week or so. Careful, or 2 weeks or so, depends. If it turns sour, that is sad, but you can watch, I tell something about it in the video. But it is wonderful, a sweetener. My favorite sweetener is date mousse, or dates, yeah, and they are super healthy too, yeah, by the way. I can eat dates every day, and I get even healthier by that. There are a lot of scientific studies. They have a huge amount of sugar. It's really interesting. And then the people wondered, when so much sugar, even more than a soda, for example, can that be healthy? And they found it is healthy, actually, if you eat everyday dates. So, because of the fiber and the phytonutrients in the whole plant of the date, that makes it so healthy. So the sugar is okay, as long as it is in the whole fruit. So, that is the first thing. But before I put my berries together for my berry fruit salad, I will refine a little bit. I make a nice cashew cream to decorate it, and show very easy. I have half a cup of cashews, I would say. Here, some cashews, the main part. Then I have 2 bananas, yeah, to make it creamier, and I have 1 lemon, a nice medium large lemon, to make it a little bit sour, and also to keep the white color, the light cashew cream color. Cashew is an ideal cream. It has a gentle, sweet flavor, as opposed to macadamias, for example. They're also white, but they taste a little bit more savory. They are harder. Cashews are more sweet, like real cream, almost. I say real cream, that's nonsense. Cashew cream is the real cream, right? So that is very nice for the cashews, and they're easy to blend. I have to make a second blending. I show you in a moment. I put some water, just a little bit to begin. Yeah. And I can always add some more water later, just to get the blender going. But the lemon makes it light. Yeah, it gives a light color, and it tickles out the wonderful banana flavor that is hidden in the banana. Banana is a complex flavor. It's sweet, yeah, you would say usually, but it also bitter tones. There is a lot in banana you don't taste immediately, not always. And you put a lemon into it, these flavors unfold. Some ingredients like lemons or ginger or dates, for example, too, they have this capacity to unlock, to unfold flavors hidden in other fruits. Like salt does the same. Salt makes a dish tastier, more flavorful. Yeah, but This is another topic. Yeah, that's how I use lemon all the time. So blender dance, let's see. As I said, the cashews are soft, and the dates, the cashews are soft, so that is easy to blend. I break down first the cashews, the first blending. Now it will sit for a moment. I do a second blending, and then I have the perfect creaminess and also the perfect flavor. But let's taste. Maybe I need some more water. It's a little bit thick, maybe. Wonderful. Yeah, it's here. You see, it's pretty thick. You see, it's runny but very creamy. I will use a little bit more water, just a little bit, just to get the water inside. And now it's soaked for a moment, and then when I do a second blending, I have the perfect creaminess. So now I will put my fruit together, and that has to be in a certain cereal. So first the berries, that's the strawberries and the blueberries. Show you again, just a cup of each. Yeah, they fall together a little bit. It was a cup in the beginning. Yeah, the strawberries are a little bit bigger, but it's pretty much the same amount. Strawberry. But the amounts doesn't matter really. You can take any kind of berry, whatever you have at hand. Yeah, doesn't really matter. Sometimes these berries, especially when frozen, they can be a little bit sour. Yeah, it's different from the fresh ones. The fresh ones from the sun or so, from the garden, they are really sweet usually, oftentimes. And you don't have that so much in the frozen ones. They're a little bit different, but if you know that, you can help yourself. So here is the raspberries. And the cherries, yeah, oh, they're also wonderful. Berries are our healthiest fruit, to make it clear. Berries are wonderful. Really, I could live on berries or something, I believe. I don't know if that's true, I don't think so, but my feeling, yeah. I could live on berries. Love berries beyond. And they are so colorful, so radiant, they are so bursting with energy, and the sun goes into the berries directly, and they smile at me. I love it. So this is the berries here, and I would eat them like that, yeah, like just the berries frozen. I thought that would be a little bit sour and unpleasant. They can even bite a little bit in the mouth. There can be a lot of sour flavor in the berries. So you could help that. I could help that with the cashew cream. I tried it the other day. Didn't really work because the berries. They have this sour flavor, this acidity, also a little bit tartness sometimes. Berries are very complex in flavor. Yeah, they're not just sweet, very complex. There's a huge amount of nutrients in there. Very healthy, powerful nutrients. That's why they are so healthy. And so that has to be balanced, I would say, with the date mousse. With the date mousse, it is also super. Yeah, yeah, almost like a marmalade, like a jam. You see, there's a lot of date mousse here. That is well, a third cup maybe. I just spooned out some of my container, and I put all the date mousse here. 3 large tablespoons of date mousse. Yeah. Also, that is don't have to have a measurement here, precise measurement. Just take a good scoop of date mousse, and now I combine everything evenly, carefully. And what happens now is that the juice, the water, or the juice that comes out of the berries when they thaw, this water goes into the date mousse. The date mousse is very thick. Date is a kind of dried fruit. And so the water is soaked by the dates. And that is something that's very important for me when I use dates, especially date mousse for this, because then you have a creamy, a jam-like texture here. And if you have only the water from the juice from the berries that are thawed, this watery juice is tasty, but it makes the texture of the whole dessert or the breakfast, yeah, it makes it not so nice. Yeah? So if I wouldn't put the date mousse in there, it wouldn't taste perfectly. It's too sour a little bit. It is a little bit tart, and it is too runny. It is a little bit falls apart everything. Yeah. You will if you try it for yourself, you will see what I mean if you try to eat it. I did it yesterday and it happened to me, so I didn't want to serve it to you or show you. I just put the date mousse in and the problem is solved. It's a very nice thing with the date mousse. Can be so versatile. You see how, look at that here. This is what I have now. This is the dish by itself, you see. There is no more too runny and watery juice. It is all in the date mousse and it is a perfect texture. I could eat this. I could make a pudding. I put this on top. Yeah, it is really, this berry mousse here, solid mousse, delicious. So what I do now, I put some bananas in there. Here, I have 3 bananas to give this a little bit a background or a base. Yeah, the bananas are also something like the date mousse here, a little bit neutral. Yeah. The berries are very strong and powerful, have a strong character. And that is nice, yeah. But if you put them all together in one dish, the date mousse helps to make it nice and gentle, yeah, and becoming. And so do the bananas. In a fruit salad, oftentimes I put a banana into a fruit salad as a neutral element, so to say. Yeah. It makes the whole fruit salad a little bit nicer, like a binder in a soup or so. You have a soup, you put a binder in some cashew cream or so, and it gets nicer texture. And that's what the bananas do, that's what the date mousse does. And so I put some bananas into this berry, maybe jam, I don't know what you want to call it. And then I can continue with my cashew cream and we'll be done in a moment. So I go back to my cashew cream and blend one more time, and then I come back with a ready cream. See, yeah, that's how I would like it. It looks very nice, but I have to taste it. You can always have to make sure if the right amount of water is in there. But sometimes if I have too little water, it can be too dense. The flavor can be too dense, and then it tastes a little bit as if the flavor wouldn't unfold really. It is not, I kind of taste everything what's in there. It is too dense, too pressed together, yeah. And if you have a little bit of water in there, a little bit more, then all of a sudden it's a perfect amount, it seems, and all the flavors are free all the time. That also is an important thing. It's just a technical thing, yeah. It's not like a seasoning or so. That a salt also does the similar thing, not in a sweet dish like this usually, but also salt. You can have the perfect amount of little bit of salt, and all of a sudden the flavors are all there. When you don't do it, the flavors are not there, and you too much of the salt, the flavor, this too salty, it doesn't taste at all anymore. So you have the right amount of salt here, also the right amount of water. I can have the perfect effect. I have to check it now if there is a perfect amount of water. Let's see. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, perfect if you like it, right? Perfect with regard to you, what you like. Now what I do here is I put some of the cashew cream on top here. I keep a little bit for the topping of my little glass. I serve it in a glass to myself. So I combine everything now. Ah, beautiful. And that's exactly what I wanted. And here is my glass to serve it to myself. Put it into a glass now, careful. And I keep my glass clean on the sides. Oops. Exactly what I wanted today. These berries. I just have to find a way to make them really delicious. That's always with cooking. Yeah, I want to have an ingredient. I want to have something, berry something or a banana or whatever, and then I find a way. I try to find a way to make it delicious. Yeah, to enjoy. So this is the first step here. Put it together. On top, I put just a little bit of white cream on top, and to give it a little bit contrast and a little bit decoration. You see, this could be a little bit more maybe. Yeah, but that's up to you. You want to have more of the cashew cream or less. Absolutely fantastic breakfast. Yeah, that's a breakfast. I mean, just some fruit, some berries, and you organize a little bit of banana, some cashew cream, date mousse. Wow. But it's mainly about the berries here, and the other ingredients are just to make it nice, to kind of enjoy the berries to the fullest. And I had these frozen berries. They're pretty inexpensive, and now I have a dish, breakfast that is for the kings, for the queens. Yeah. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you like my video, subscribe at MD Vegan on YouTube. Have another recipe every single day, and find me on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and Twitter.